Greetings from the beautiful Carmel Valley, California. This is our last full day of scouts here. We've been here in meetings, location scouting for the past 2 weeks. And it just feels a little bit surreal to me being here. You know, I grew up around these parts. A lot of my childhood and main core formative memories were made in these areas. It just feels a bit like a dream now being able to bring my family here, show them around, and they love it here. But as far as the film goes, and this is why, again, I wanted to document this process, I think this is probably the most terrified I've ever been in any point of any production, because it's finally turning from something nebulous, something intangible, into something tangible, into something that's within reach. Literally 12 months from now, we'll be stepping on set. And this is where the creative meets the real. And this is where the screenplay, which is the fullest, most flowery, epic version of the story, meets reality and meets constraints with timing and budget and locations. A lot of these locations just mean so much to me, and would be integral to the film. It's just a very weird feeling. I didn't quite know how to explain. Maybe some of the footage in these videos will help to do that. In a way, it does feel like I'm being tested right now. Like this is a potential turning point. It feels like I'm being tested because there's so many things arising, both good and not as good, that are asking me to change parts of the film. If you change one small part of a film with something similar, of course it's going to be about the same end result. But if you change 20 small things, that adds up to a pretty significant chunk of the film. It's like the ship of Theseus, where if I keep changing small things about this original core concept, is it the same film that it would have been otherwise? And so I'm wrestling with some changes to the film. But again, I think my gut is telling me to stay stubborn and steadfast, stay the course, and not alter anything from the original film. Even though that would mean spending more on a location here and there, or adding a day of production somewhere, or doing long commutes to different locations in the same day. If it means maintaining the integrity of the film, I think for my peace of mind and for all of the efforts that everybody's putting into this film, it would be worth it. But I feel like I'm always presented with moments to change something where it could make something easier, something in my life easier, something make more sense even. But it wouldn't be the thing that I wrote, and it wouldn't be the same film that I dreamed of. And of course, there's the three lives of the film that live through you and through the production, right? There's the film that you write, and then there's the film that you shoot, which will probably be very different. And then there's the film that you edit, which will, again, probably be different than you imagined. And when the film goes through these life cycles, from development to post-production and through the end, I think it's pretty rare for films to actually turn out exactly how they were incepted, conceived. So just wanted to document this part of the process because it does feel a bit like stepping into unknown waters a little bit, some uncharted territory. You know, if this was a short film, I think a lot of the answers would be a little more clear-cut and a little easier to answer, because there's only so many ways that it can go, and there's only so much that you can change about a short film. A feature is 70 short films put into one, and I guess I wasn't expecting to have this dilemma come up, or have these thoughts about changing anything about the film. And at the end of the day, no matter what happens, it'll be for the good of the project. I'll be back here in December for a family reunion. My parents, my wife, the kids, and my mom's parents, my grandfather on that side, is who I based one of the central characters off of. And he's a hero of mine for sure. But we'll be back here in another 6 months to do a second round of scouts and more meetings. But I'm hoping that I can unplug again during that trip and kind of just let the emotions that I wanted to hit me during this trip hit me. Because I've been in work mode this trip, and I've been focused, and I've been disciplined in focusing on logistical items for the project and making sure all of the things on my checklist get done, and still managing our company from here when we have 25 shoots coming up in the next 3 months. It's a lot to juggle, but I think come January of next year, I'm probably going to be taking a step back from everything else, from company work, from our client projects, and really focusing in on this film and this film alone. So I've been filming out here for about an hour. I don't know how much of this is going to make it into the video. Could be a 30-second video, but no matter how long you stuck around to listen, thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.